All right, hello everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. It's been approximately 5 years since I've uploaded my last video. Um, I decided to take a break and focus on my studies, but now I'm done and we're back. So hopefully we'll upload more consistently. Um, I've received a lot of positive encouragement over the years, so people have been enjoying watching me play chess, hopefully, and learning as well. And yeah, shout out to my boy Zeke and everyone who's encouraged me to come back. And yeah, so as you can see right now, my rating is 1447. And the last video I uploaded, I was on the road to 1500. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually passed that. I passed 1500. In fact, I passed 1700 during that time. But I'm, as you can see, I'm back to 1400 again. For some reason, maybe I just felt bad about like not documenting this journey, so I might have lost intentionally. Who knows? But yeah, we're back on the road to 1500. So essentially, we're picking up from where we left off. Okay. So today we'll play a game of chess, a blitz game. So 3+2, and that's it. Let's go. All right. We are playing against someone from India. I don't know how to pronounce that name, so I'm not going to. Okay, so e4. I'm going to play e5. Alright, knight f3, knight c6. Standard opening. Bishop b5, that's called the Ruy Lopez. Alright, so I think what I'll go for is a6 here. Okay, he goes back. Now there is an idea of like taking the knight, and then if I take back with the pawn, he can take this. But then it's complicated because then I have queen d5, or sorry, queen d4, attacking the knight and the pawn. So it's not that straightforward. All right, so bishop c5. I'm going to continue to develop. All right, c3, possibly preparing d4 here to grab hold of the center. I'm going to... Okay, if I play d6, there's d4, take. I can't take with the knight because it's pinned. Then I have check here. Okay. Yeah, let me go for it. Why not? d6. I'm anticipating d4 here. Okay, h3. I'm just gonna play knight f6, develop my knight, and castle next. Yeah, let's castle. All right, I think bishop d7 here. Just develop my bishop. I think that's probably the best square to put it in. Not exactly sure how to move forward. Let's just bring the rook to the center, rook e8. I think that's fine. Okay. I think I'm going to reroute my knight. Knight e7, possibly knight g6, and maybe putting it on this side of the board. Okay, so he ignores this bishop. I could take, but then I allow him to develop the queen. Then I can attack. Okay, many options. I think I'm just going to go with my plan. Just knight g6. We'll see what happens. And by the way, if I successfully plant my knight on the square, then I can think of sacrifice ideas because I have like the bishop and the knight attacking this pawn, and I force him to ruin the structure, and his king side is essentially open. Okay. Let me go here. Challenge the bishop. All right. Just gonna go queen d7, develop my queen. All right. Pushes the pawn finally. take. Okay, so I gotta be careful. I think my bishop is kind of trapped, actually. Unless I play this, so that's the right move. So I play this, because then if I move this bishop, then he had d5, which I believe traps my bishop. Yeah, so I think I go back now. I think we're fine, but we gotta play faster, because I have 49 seconds. My opponent has 2 minutes 30 seconds. Alright, my opponent is thinking here. I think I need to develop this rook, so possibly bring my rook to d8. Okay, what's the point of this move? Not exactly sure. Alright, rook d8, let's just go for our plan. Okay, that's a decent move, it pins my knight. And it might ruin my pawn structure because I'm not sure how to move away from this pin. Yeah, let me just play h6 and take, and then maybe I bring my king to g7 to defend both pawns. Yeah, this is not ideal. It's not ideal. Oh, I can't even go there. Yeah, the knight is protecting. But let's see. Yeah, let me push this pawn. Okay, actually I have to protect, so let's go here. Maybe I push this pawn next, try to take away the defender of the knight. But I got to keep in mind that the queen would also defend the knight. Not anymore. Well, actually, I have to. Oh, that's a tough move. That's a tough move. All right. Yeah, this is checkmate. This is checkmate. Queen h6 and then queen g7, and that's it. That's game. That's fine. That is fine. Yeah. I need to start talking less and focusing more, maybe. So we'll play one more game. We'll play one more game. See what happens. All right. Start with e4. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. That was honestly a poor game that I just played, but it's okay. We'll make it up hopefully here. d3. Okay, so now I can take this knight because it'll ruin the pawn structure. That is not a very pleasant pawn structure. So I'll take. Okay, takes, and then h3. I think I'll tempt him to take the knight because I'm moving the queen up. Now if he takes the knight, I'll have to double up my pawns as well, but that's fine. I don't think this is really bad because I get the open file for the rook. Unless he puts his rook on g8. There's another story. But either way, that's fine. Okay, rook g1, and I think I'll castle queenside next. Okay, I have to be careful because that's a really nice square for the knight, and also he can take this pawn with check, and that would be like a major fork. He's attacking everything. So I gotta be aware of that. However, okay, this actually doesn't work. I can't even go here because then he has knight c2, which is not good. I think I might have to go back here. That might be the only option that makes sense. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Queen d1. All right. Queen d1. So if that happened on the last move, I think I might have had a nice tactic, but actually it doesn't work here. I was thinking if my queen was on d2 here, I can take, then bishop takes, and then rook takes rook, check, the king moves, and then I take the queen. I think I'd be up in exchange or something here. But yeah, it doesn't work because the bishop can go back. But anyway, we don't have time for this analysis. So let me play knight e2. Just attack the knight. Because the knight is... Oh, I make a mistake here. Now knight f3 is possible. Yeah, it's just... I just messed it up. I messed it up. I'm still feeling a bit rusty, honestly, but it is what it is. Okay, knight g1. I still have ideas. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I could still play queen f3, queen h5. Not queen h5 anymore. But queen f3 is still possible. Yeah, let's go queen f3. Maybe king e2. Okay, I think I probably go knight e2, and then put my knight on g3 so that I can potentially put it on f4 or sorry, f5, and then we have some attacking potential. I think that might work. Okay, I am not gonna take the pawn on f7 with my bishop because I think I kind of put myself in some pinning troubles, like pinning issues. I don't wanna deal with that. Okay, takes with check. I didn't even see that, but okay, that's not a big deal. I wanted to move my king to e2 anyway, so I can bring my rook all the way down to h1. Okay, now that is unpleasant, actually. That is really unpleasant. He wants to end the game, but yes, it's what it is. Oh, I didn't... That's a mouse slip even. I didn't even intend to do that, but okay. Alright, that's fine. That's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Play knight g3 again. Okay, don't really understand the point of that move, but okay, now I can take the rook. Okay, I'll probably just go back here. I should be fine, but I should be careful because this pawn is defending both the bishop and the knight. So if the defense is undermined, then I have to like be careful. Anyway, I think king e2 is fine. I'll take back with the... I'll just pre-move this. I didn't even see that. Didn't even see that. Okay, king f3. Everything's protected. Alright, now... Hold on. Let's go here. Let's go here. I want to cut off the squares available for the king. I don't want the king to move forward. And then I might do some slick operations here. Oh, okay, so he sacrifices the rook. You didn't even see that, maybe. But, do I go for it or do I go there? There or where? I don't have much time. I think I'll just go for the rook. Okay, I'll take here. And now we're back in the game, essentially. It's equal. And in fact, I'm going to win this pawn now. So, okay, let's... Oh no, I sacrificed my rook and he didn't even see it. Okay. Alright, I'm very lucky he didn't take the rook because that was a free piece. Okay. I just give a check. Let me come here and try to confuse him. I'm gonna go back, just buy some time. I might go here and here. He can't take my bishop because okay, so I'm actually winning here. He can't take my bishop because the pawn was pinned to the king. But I don't think that was the way to go. I think he should have taken this pawn on c2. But I might be mistaken or something. Alright, so I take, and I'm winning now. I'm winning, I just gotta convert this cleanly. Push this pawn, take, and yeah, this should be smooth sailing, honestly, but let's make sure everything's correct. Rook c5, I'm gonna go back here, and I think I'll just put an eye on this pawn. I'm gonna bring my king closer to the center, and then what a move, f4 here. f4 undermines this defense. He can't take the pawn because then I take his bishop, and that is essentially all she wrote. Because it's over. There's nothing much you could do here. I just got to be aware of like stalemate tricks, but with the bishop, I don't really have to worry about that. Okay, now just go here, and I'm threatening checkmate. Yeah, there's just nothing much you can do. Yeah, this is checkmate. All right, good game. We started out with a loss. Now we redeemed ourselves and we got the win. Hopefully you enjoyed that. We're back to the same rating that we started with, I believe. But that's just the first video of hopefully many to come. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.